And we are live. Hey, hey, hey. First live with no beer. Oh my. No, hey, it's coming in a little bit. So who we got? We got Gordon. What's going on, bud? Miss Jazz Walker from Al Forge. What's up? What's going on? Mr. Corey. Hey, hey, hey. All right. So got the crazy hair going on. I was outside, busting my butt all day today. Yeah. David, what's going on? I know. Rest in peace. It's coming on. What's going on, Adam? Oh man. So come on in. Come on in. Got my good old dirty thoughts, clean weld shirt on today. So yes, I do have kind of my own shirt that I kind of stole this saying from. Just on mine, it says "Dirty Thoughts, Clean Welds, Flux Me." But yeah, I just added the little, flux me. Mm-mm-mm. Sweet tea, no special sauce tonight. And yep. Oh man, Tony. Well, not very, baby. I do got a little bit, but yeah, I know. Kid faced old guy. Look a lot like my dad. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen that picture that I posted on Instagram, go check it out because I got a picture of me and my dad side by side. Um, yeah, without my beard and with my full mustache, untrimmed like I used to keep it in the military, but my full mustache. I'm like, oh my goodness, I look just like my dad, especially wearing a Hawaiian shirt because that's what he wears majority of the time. I was like, I turned into my dad. But yeah, it's cool. It's all good. Come on in. Come on in. All right. Let me get over here too. Switch accounts. No, thanks. And make sure that this is turned off. All right. So, what are some of the things we're talking about today? We got 8 people in. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting a thumbs up on your way in or on the way out. If you need to go somewhere, I don't ever hold you guys here against your will. And I'm pretty sure the kiddo or Gladys will probably step in a little bit later. It's actually dinner time. We had a little bit later dinner. And we normally try to eat, by 5 o'clock ish. I mean, a little bit later. So I ate like 10 minutes till, which is cool. Military man. So I was able to scarf it down pretty quick and then get in here and get ready for the show. But yeah. So don't look like a pirate or a hippie anymore. Yeah, well, I was going more for like the mountain man look, obviously. Just minus the long hair. I mean, my hair right now is driving me crazy because it's already touched my ears. I mean, I've had much longer hair than this before my Navy days, but trust me, I love my beard. I miss my beard. And Gladys has already told me that if I ever shave again, that she's probably going to stab me. So I'll make sure that I don't do that. But no, it's definitely, so for those of you that don't know, obviously I've shaved for the Beard Up Challenge 2020. Those of you that do not know what that is, obviously you can look it up. Just the good old pound for us old fogies, and then for the young bucks, that's hashtag, right? Hashtag Beard Up Challenge 2020. 2 teams. You got the team Beardica, ran by Mr. Jeff Graves over at the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. They got their team going. Obviously, their proceeds for all their shirt sales and all the stuff that they got going on is actually coming to us to help build our shop. That way I can start doing blacksmithing classes, right? Vets helping vets, and offer a free introductory / beginners blacksmithing class to the veterans at no cost, right? That's the biggest thing for that. Being able to buy some more equipment and actually extend the shop. So I'm actually going to be making a little bit bigger shop than what I had originally planned. So even if I don't get enough funds from this challenge, I still plan on doing a little bit bigger shop to be able to accommodate hopefully up to 4 people, 5 including myself in the shop. And everything will be by hand, right? I still don't plan on doing any power hammers. I still don't plan on doing any pressing or presses or anything like that. It's all straight strikers / just hand hammers, no power, nothing. I will have power out there, obviously, for lights and maybe like a little drill press or something like that. But for any type of straight blacksmithing stuff, it's all going to be strictly by hand. And I'm going to try to keep up with chat a little bit better than what I normally do. And yep. Yard looks a lot better with that tree gone. You are not kidding me. So for those of you that don't know, we actually just had this little hurricane come through / very strong tropical storm. That ground zero was in the Carolinas, and it came through. So it actually came through fairly early this morning. I think by 9 o'clock this morning, it was completely gone. And so I'm really great. We are really grateful that tree is gone. But the other big tree that was next to it, it did drop a few branches. Majority of the branches did land in the neighbor's yard, including on top of their house. It didn't cause any damage. I lent him my ladder, and they went and checked it out, got the stuff, but it did drop one branch into my yard. But it didn't hit the house. It didn't damage anything. So I just drug it out, stuck it on a pile out in front of the yard or out in front of the house. Because the people that have cut down the tree still have not came and took everything away yet. So hopefully all that stuff will be gone by tomorrow. That way it's no longer cluttering my front yard or in the street of my front yard and not being an eyesore. Yeah. And come on, you got to do it, Alex. Still, no, I definitely do not have millions of dollars worth of tooling. A lot of that stuff has not been donated to me. Everything that I do for that's being done with this challenge, I am going to be purchasing everything. So I have reached out to a couple of companies that I've let them know that I will be in the market of buying some things to include possibly 2 more anvils and some other little toolings and things to that nature. I'll definitely be reaching out to my other fellow blacksmiths, so possibly for some tongs and hammers and whatnot. Once again, those things will still be purchased. Obviously, anyone that is willing to donate, that's up to you guys, right? I never ask for that type of donations. And actually, this challenge, I was blown away whenever I found out that we were actually the recipients for the veteran side for the Beard Up Challenge 2020 because it's 2 teams, right? So you have, like I said, Jeff Graves was the one side, and then Bob from Bob's Adventure is the other side, which he's doing suicide awareness. And he'd even mentioned as well that a lot of his shirt sales that he was also going to donate to us, because obviously, even though me and Gladys and I are both veterans, we have dealt with suicide awareness, and that's what his thing is about, right? So we have worked with people that have committed suicide, hand on, face to face for years on end. Even the both of us, right? We have been at a very low part in our life to where we've even thought about it, and we were able to overcome that. But there's one of those things that I had reached back out to Bob, and I told him that there's another company that deals with suicide awareness for veterans, right? Is a veteran suicide awareness that does plaques for families, raises money for families of victims of suicide through the veteran programs. So I'd already told him that any of the sales and stuff that he gets from his shirts for the suicide awareness portion, I'd rather him donate those proceeds to that cause instead of to us for building our shop. So we're only on the veteran side. So the team Beardica, only his sales are coming to build our shop. Okay, so all of the other stuff on Bob's side is actually going to another veterans, helping veterans type scenario. I definitely thanked him for thinking of us, and wanting to help with build the shop and stuff. Definitely with where we've been in our lives and whatnot, but I told him we love him. I've never met the man in person, neither one of them, and I love him like a brother, both of them. And speaking of which, Bob's Adventure is here. So what's up, Bob? And Trucker's Life. And it's for that. It says they should help you in some way. Sponsors. It is what it is. If people are to reach out for whatever reason to where they do want to support, then that's fine. But I'm not physically going out to anybody to say, hey, I'm doing this. Do you want to support the cause? It's more or less I'm reaching out to these companies to say, hey, I'm doing this challenge, and I'm going to be in the market to purchase these items. We here are not necessarily looking for free giveaways or whatnot, because everything that we're doing, 100% of the proceeds that we are getting from this challenge is going directly right back into the shop for materials, extending out the shop, buying more stuff to be able to have the small little classes. I do have a lot of the timbers here that I was going to be utilizing for building the shop, that I'm going to be still utilizing those for stands, for anvil stands and vice stands. And there's actually a really good, I don't know, I can show you a picture on my phone. If I can, I'll try. So let's see if it'll pop up. So it looks kind of like this. Right, so it has the vise on one side and the anvil on the other. These are the types of stands that our guild uses, and they are made by a fairly good sized timber, how they're put together. Right, and they're all like this. It's all like notched together, where they're nice and strong, and they have the nice big lag bolts and everything that goes through that. So that's what I'm going to be utilizing. So it's stuff that's easily movable. And then for some of the anvils that I'm looking at are more of the smaller. They'll be an 84-pound anvil are the ones that I'm looking at. Okay, so they're still easier to move around, whatnot. So if you want to check those out, then Bob, if you're wanting to put how people can go get your shirts and stuff, that by all means, you can do that. And then I know for the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla, they actually have a Teespring store for theirs to be able to get the Team Abirdica shirts. He actually just released the video today because he had ordered some shirts there as well. So definitely go and check those out. And I did join the challenge, obviously, by shaving. And since I was the recipient of the veteran side of it, I did want to make it fair. So if you guys didn't get a chance to see that last time, whenever I made the decision, I used a coin to flip, and that's what decided which team I was on. And the flip turned out to where I was on Bob's team. So it's a team Team Bob's Beard Venture. And we definitely appreciate, anyone that wants to join the cause. And even if you don't want to shave, but you do want to buy a t-shirt or just help, then by all means, we definitely appreciate that. So, yeah, most definitely, JT. So, yeah, my setup, what I'm trying to do is for myself, along with 2 to 3 students, if at most for the area where I live, the most I'd be able to do is 4 at a time. But more than likely, I'd only be doing 2 at a time. So I do have 2 anvils currently. My big one, and then my Arm & Hammer one, which is a little smaller. It's a 70-pound Arm & Hammer. So I do want to try to get at least 2 more anvils that are in the 80-pound range, something that's easily that I can pick up and just carry around without having to worry about machinery and whatnot. And then, excuse me, the wood shop, it's a detached garage. It's a 1.5 car garage, I guess, size wise. I plan on, it has like this little shed part that someone had added on to it. I think the person that upgraded this house kind of did that, and it's really shoddy construction. And we mainly only put like bikes in there and stuff because it's really not even like weather tight, right? So we try not to put anything like worth a lot of money and stuff in there. Even though we do have our deep freezer that's out there, but it's not plugged in. It's just out there for storage. So, but we still want to have some type of storage type area. So I do want to remove that. We're going to extend out the whole shop, the wood shop itself, and then the whole backside of it will be the blacksmith side. But I still want to be able to have storage up in the attic space to be able to store some stuff. And then I also want to, on the right side where I have the compost area, that will end up getting moved. And that whole side up against that fence, I want to do kind of like a longer storage area that will be more stuff that we can't get into the attic or we can't get into a crawl space of the shops that we can put into that area. And it'll basically be the whole extension going towards the fence, but then the full right side, depending, it might be only 4 feet, whatnot. So it basically would be in the back of the shop, just with a little door that we can go in and be able to put stuff in. So we would have to go through the shop to store stuff in there, which is fine. But that is my goal. That's what I'm wanting to do. What's up, Randy? Hey, you crazy squid. What's going on, brother? And yeah, so yeah, for like what he said with Bob's venture, so he has just the regular the Beard Up 2020, just the regular design. It doesn't have the team name on it like Team Abirdica, how his is. And oh, well, here I'm not. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, either you can, yeah, Bob, if you want to do, just send over to Billy over at Strong's Adventures, then he can definitely get stuff put in. And I definitely thank you to the moderators. And I will be doing not this live, but next live, kind of like what we did a little bit back. I'm be going in, and the last 30 minutes of the live, I'll be adding in a lot of the people that are here as a moderator. That way you can add your channel link. And Billy, if you wouldn't mind also adding in the link for Bob's Adventure, his channel, and the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Just keep every so many minutes, just throw their channels in. If you wouldn't mind, please. And I just got a text from my insurance company asking me if I had any damages from the hurricane. How nice of them to reach out. So no, we did not have any damage from the hurricane. I did have another branch fall in my yard, but it didn't cause any damage. And it was much smaller. It was only like that big around instead of this big around, right? It was pretty crazy. I'm glad you're taking over for Wilford Bramley. I probably should know who that is, but I don't. I'm sorry. But I definitely appreciate you for coming in, buddy. So yeah, and Billy just posted it. So there's the merchandise for Bob's Adventure for the shirts, which I still need to get mine ordered, and I will be doing that this week. And then I still have. Here's my beard right here, y'all. No, doesn't work that way. So I remember I did say that I had a special project for this, and I am not doing it. I do have somebody else that is doing a special project for me, and then it will come back, and then everybody will get a chance to see what it is. All right. So I do need to get this in the mail, and along with some stickers. And then I have some other people that have reached out. So, and same thing, if you're wanting stickers, right, just shoot us a place to send them. And by all means, I do keep the address book, right? I have my little black book that I keep. This is my blacksmith book. So everybody that blacksmith woodworking YouTube book, I guess I should say, YouTube communities. It's not everybody in here is blacksmith. But I do put your names in there along with your channel name and address if you've reached out to me. That way I can keep in contact with you to be able to send stuff just at a whim, right? Let's say that I wanted to make someone and just say, hey, I want to send it here. Then I can go through the book, say, hey, I'm going to make this and I'm going to send it to you. And you might not ever know it until it shows up to your door. That's just who I am. Right? But all right, Troy, I definitely appreciate you for coming in, buddy. And bag o' beard giveaway. But no, it is not a giveaway. But there's Jeff and the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Definitely thank you for dropping in. And Simple Life Reclaimed, what's going on, y'all? Mel and Gary over there. So, yeah. And then one other thing that I wanted to throw out there as well that I have not talked about yet onto a video, but I wanted to do the exclusive here live. And I mean, I'm about 25 minutes in, so normally whoever's going to be here for the most part is here, which I mean, we're sitting at 18, so that's pretty good. Definitely thank everybody for dropping in. We've already talked about the Beard Up Challenge 2020 and the two different channels, right? Bob's over at Bob's Adventure, and then Jeff over at the Gypsies and the Vanilla Gorilla, both teams, right? Beard teams, and basically the causes. We've already talked about that and all the stuff where it's going. And then kind of like my idea, so some of those things that I want to do and get, and basically what's going on with that, right? Building out the shop. The shop's going to be a little bit bigger than I originally planned. It's really only the width wise or length wise, I guess, is still the same. It's going to be a 12. So originally I was doing a 9 foot by 12 foot. And that is fairly small, I would think, for 5 people. So now, with taking out the other part and extending out the woodworking shop, I plan on it being a 13 by 12. So it's still fairly small for the most part, but I think it would work a little bit better, with having up to 5 people, all right, in there at the same time. Most definitely. All right. So one of the other things that I wanted to talk about on this live, okay, is, for one, I do have 2 channels, in case you didn't know. The other channel is Naughty Customs. So it's more to just me. There's only, I think, 3 videos up there right now, and it's a woodworking and a paracord craft channel, playing with paracord craft. Whenever I get a chance. A lot of times when we have the girls, right? Those of you that don't know, my stepdaughters do go to their dads 2 weeks out of the month, and then we have them for 2 weeks out of the month. So a lot of times when they're here, I'm very limited on stuff I can do. Plus, I work full time, right? I do get up 5 o'clock in the morning, leave. Normally don't get back home until 4 o'clock in the evening. So, yeah, so I kind of play this YouTube stuff is still kind of like a hobby, I guess. I'm trying it not to be a hobby. I would like to actually do this full time. But before I can do that, I have to be debt free. So I have been going through and doing the whole snowball stuff. And again, I'm actually paid off something today for whatnot. So now I can take that chunk and roll it into the next one. And as of right now, I think the last time I looked, because I have my whole basically plan, right here. So a little financial plan. And I just went in and did a little calculator. I'm not going to show any figures or nothing, but it's just a little debt snowball calculator. Find the fastest way. So, my fastest way of paying off all of my debt, minus the house, obviously. I didn't include the house on that, but just all of my marital debt, everything I had from my first divorce. I will be debt free from all that, to include my 2 vehicles and credit cards and all the other stuff, in about 2 years ish. So, woohoo, yeah, I definitely love that. That was awesome to hear, being able to do that. But back to YouTube, right? I'm not trying to do the whole Mel and Gary thing saying squirrel. I'm not trying to get off topic. This is all kind of rolling into the same thing. Is once I can be a little more debt free, to where I can fully live off of my military retirement and live off of my my veteran disability, because I do have a disability claim that I get paid for. Once I can basically live off of those things without any type of other income, because I don't even want to have to worry about income from YouTube either. As long as I can live off just those two incomes along. Plus, Gladys, she also has a disability income, but she wants to work, so she's still wanting to work with children and do her psychology stuff that she's wanting to do. So that will still be income coming in for bills and whatnot. We've already said, so she did 12 years in the Navy and then got medically separated. I did 20 years in the Navy and then retired. So I did 20 years, 24 days. Okay. But we've already stated that the Ivy's Forge and Homestead, that's our family channel. Okay. This is where we do majority of all kinds of stuff. We got some more cooking videos going to be coming out. Gladys has done some more stuff cooking. So those are going to be coming out. We have many other projects that we all kind of do together, right, as family oriented, that for this one, once we have been monetized, all of the money that we earn from the very first check till forever, okay, that we're going to donate 12% of that income, right? 12%, 12 years military, to whatever Gladys wants to donate it to. Okay, it might change. The donation place might change here and there, but I'm going to leave that one up to her because the 12% is hers. Okay, so that's all income coming from YouTube for Ivy's Forge and Homestead once we're monetized. Now, Naughty Customs is strictly me, right? I don't have the family in that one. I don't do anything. That's only my channel. I think as I looked this morning, I was sitting at 26 subscribers. It's a fairly new channel. Like I said, I only have 3 videos in there. I do need to finish up some stuff, which I know my daughter has been wanting to do some woodworking stuff since she's been here. And she's actually going to be going back to Chicago. So we'll probably end up doing a video before she rolls out. That way she can help me with something. But once that one has reached to where I'm getting monetized on that channel, 20% of all of the money earned on Naughty Customs will be going to probably some type of veteran program of my choosing. Okay, so we'll have 2 channels. The first one is being donated to whoever Gladys wants to donate to, 12% of those earnings. And then for mine, it'll be 20% of the earnings off of Naughty Customs. So yeah, that is our goal. Like I said, we don't need YouTube to live off of. We never intended to be living off of YouTube. And but yeah, so that's our goal. Once we're able to be debt free and we can live comfortably off of our military retirement, then I don't plan on working at a 9-to-5 job, which is not 9 to 5. It's a little bit longer than that, much earlier and not quite as late, but yeah. So that's that. That's what our goal is. That's what our long-term goal is when it comes to the YouTube stuff. Once we start actually earning and we actually get monetized and start making money off of YouTube, that's just going to be one of those that, and I've even said too, that any of the other earnings that we're getting from YouTube isn't going to our day-to-day lives of just living. It just gets rolled right back into the channel for getting equipment, for getting wood, getting metal, getting tools, getting just whatever, right? That's basically what it's going to be for. And then obviously any crafts, any type of blacksmithing items that I make that I can sell, whatnot, go to a craft show, do that here and there. I know, like, I try to go to some stuff with our guild. They just haven't been very active right now because of the stuff, right? So, but yeah, that is our plan. That's something that we have both talked about extensively for quite a while. But we need your help, right? we need your help getting to those milestones. And once we can do that, then we can start putting out. to those organizations. I know that's actually we've been talking about that probably like the last year. Is one of our main goals, and I was just always never had really the right time, or I didn't know when I wanted to actually release that information. I think it was more I was waiting until I actually got monetized, and then we started talking about it. But I think with just everything that's going on, right, it's kind of a crazy year, and with the challenges that we're doing currently, it all ties in, it all fits together, and I am a firm believer. So is Gladys, that everything happens for a reason, and that we are definitely some of the type of individuals that definitely pay everything forward. A lot of stuff that we get that we've received, right, and free. And there's so many people out there like Drayson's Forge, JT. I mean, he's donated me tools. He's sent me stuff. He's doing stuff, right? He makes my beard balm. And brother, I love you. So I know you don't post videos every single day, but for every single person that's here and is not, subscribed to Drayson's Forge, then you should be. Or if you're watching this in the future and you're not subscribed to him, then most definitely. And you already know that I love you to death. I can't wait to physically meet you in person. And between our family and your family, we click together because we're kind of both in the same boat with our kids, right? And that's one of the things that I've even had mentioned to you previously about this challenge, right? Is not necessarily trying to make a profit, but to do, but that's up to you, brother. I know we've sidebarred on that one quite a bit. And Billy, my other channel is Naughty Customs with a K, so KK. It's actually like if you're on the Ivy's Forge and Homestead, it is the what is it? It's like the preferred channels or whatever, like the other channels that you can see. I do have it in there. Yeah. Yeah. So it's KNOTTYKUSTOMS. Naughty Customs is the name of that other channel. And then obviously the email to that is just naughty.customs77@gmail.com. If you're ever wanting to email, reach out via that channel. I've never really released that. But yeah. Yeah, but most definitely Drayson's Forge. Love you. I love you to death, brother. And I want you to reap the benefits and of everything, because you are good people. Will it grows in the house? Good looking honky. Hey. Mr. Peter North. Wow. Pretty sure that's not who that actually is, but anyway. But what else we got? Definitely appreciate you, Billy, for putting that link in there. But yes, definitely. Oh yeah, I mean, if you're one, so as we said, you even do some smoked salt to offer as a donation, which is Cool. Smoked salt is awesome. And I'll leave that up to you, brother. Whatever you're wanting to do, by all means, you do you, boo boo. And whatever it is, everyone's gonna love it. And John's gonna shave today. What? But yeah, it's because the cutoff, right, is Jeff and Bob remind me. I believe it's the 7th, correct? The cutoff to actually join a team. So it's only the first week to be able to jump into the challenge. But I want to say the 7th is the cutoff date. If you guys can throw that in chat, because I know it's on one of the rules little thingy. I think I had the picture of it somewhere. And oh yeah, it's just upload a clean shaven face by the first week of August, which technically the first week was only one day. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that. Yeah, so you got till Friday the 7th until midnight. And then that's also doing at least one video a month, right, to show progress and then how you're doing, whatnot. And ooh, well, I'm a Texas boy, so I'll always say mesquite. And then yeah, corn actually sounds interesting. If you want to try that one, but yeah, I will pick mesquite, and then I'll leave it up to you, whatever you're wanting to do. And then Tony's back. And then, of course, Jeff's over here throwing some smack. They need you. Oh, nah. You join whichever team you need to join. Yes, sir. And then Gordon says, if I can get some dollar, I might try and donate some stuff I've made for your cause. So I definitely appreciate that, Gordon. Most definitely. So yeah, right there. So it's progress tips, products, one a month. So basically talking about like what you do is, and I can tell you right now, a number one tip for growing a bait, like a good big beard, is you cannot trim yourself to a big beard. Okay, so if you're one of those types of guys that trim and whatnot, trying to get that specific shape, you're gonna have a little beard. You can't trim yourself to a big beard. You just gotta let it grow. Don't touch it. And oh, I hear you, John. So, I mean, there's a lot of places that you can't, that you have to trim. It is what it is. Obviously, it's only 6 months. I know pretty close. So I don't know if you can see. It's a little hard to see this picture here. Let me see. I can do this. Blink. So this is my picture that I did whenever I got my ID for work, and that was about 1 month, if that. And then once it gets to that point, it was close to about half an inch. From there, it just grows like a weed, and it just goes super quick. That first week, first month is fairly slow, I guess, and then from there, it's just like whoo, really takes off. But yeah, the two biggest things for me, right? Obviously, I'm a big guy. I don't have the healthiest of diet. Okay, it is what it is. I try to eat fairly healthy. Try not to eat a whole lot of processed foods and whatnot. We stay away from the fast food places. But hair grows out of your skin. Okay, so you have to have healthy skin. That's just one of those things. So if you want nice thick hair, right? I'm a hairy individual. I have hair a lot of places. Okay. And I have really thick hair. I'll have 3, 4, sometimes even 5 pieces of hair coming out of one follicle. Okay, it's I'm a hairy man, and I obviously everyone has seen that I can grow a long beard. Okay, but that beard was also close to 17, 18 months worth of growing, um, and the only thing that I physically shave is basically where this little crease line is on my neck from my double chin, right? Right there. That's basically what I consider to be the beginning of my neck. Yep. From there down to almost the top of my collarbone, I only shave my neck. And then obviously, I normally try to keep my hair a little shorter. I just haven't done that in a little bit. Other than that, this all just grows and grows and grows. I don't trim. So having healthy skin and don't trim to have a nice, big, full, thick, because you want it to be in full and thick. Because as it gets full and thick and it gets longer, it will all come down on itself. Okay. That's how you get the nice bigger beards. So if you're trimming it and you're thinning it, it's it's not going to be that full, thick, voluptuous beard. Voluptuous. Yes, I can throw out those big words. mm. But yeah, keratin, most definitely. Yep. Proteins. Proteins are great for your skin. Oh. Yep. Try to stay away from the processed, right? Anything processed. You want it to be as natural as possible, but that's including if you're a meat eater, right? If obviously you're a vegetarian, you're gonna have to get your proteins elsewhere. But as long as you're not a vegetarian or to that such that does not eat animals, then fish, omega 3s, right? Your omega 3s, your proteins are really good for your skin. And then don't trim. Those are my biggest tips. It's one of the biggest things that I did in growing my first beard. Do, do, do. And then having some awesome friends that make me some kick-ass beard balm. And which I ended up getting some oil too. I tried a few different brands because I like using beard balm and an oil. I actually utilize both, not just the balm. And then also we utilize for like shampoos or conditioners, right? That you normally use in your hair. I don't normally put a conditioner in my hair, but a lot of the shampoos and conditioners that we do have are really a really natural product, right? It doesn't have a lot of the chemicals and stuff in it. So I will utilize that as well on my beard, which I've found some other like beard washes and stuff like that that just really seem to suck out a lot of the moisture out of my beard, and I didn't care for them because you would always have to throw a lot of that beard balm and oil back into your beard. So this one is it's really mild. Like the shampoos and stuff that I use is really mild. on your skin, really mild on your hair, and it does get rid of a little bit of the oil, right? That your natural oil that you have that you secrete, right? It's healthy. It's healthy for your hair. Um, it's there for a reason. Obviously, you wash, right, your hair that way you don't stink, but you don't want to have a product that just completely strips away all of that oil. uh, uh, uh. And then and JT, if you're wanting to do um stuff for the guys, if you're wanting to throw out a link how they can get a hold of you, then by all means you can put that in chat. And I know you're a little more like you had said, an ADHD that just needs something to do every now and again. That you're not really trying to sell it or anything like that, but, or do big batches. He's my bomb guy. Go get your own. So you can only provide product for one team. You can't cross pollinate. And I'll let you decide which team that you want to support. uh, yeah, but yeah, there you go. Do hey now, hey now. But yeah, so hey, those were some of the biggest key points, that I was wanting to talk um, about today, right? This fine Tuesday was obviously the Beard Up Challenge, and I am doing another challenge as well, more on Facebook, which is the 22 push up challenge. Is 22 push-ups a day for 22 days, and then you're nominating somebody to do the same thing. Okay, and I know that one is not necessarily raising funds for suicide awareness, because it's the same thing as suicide awareness within veterans. Okay, that's what it's for. It is the veteran community. The They estimate, okay, so sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower. It's estimated that it's 22 veterans a day that commit suicide throughout all the branches, okay. And it's really the whole point of that challenge. It's been around for quite a few years now. I want to say about 5-6 years ish, I believe, the last time I looked. That it's more there just to raise awareness, okay, to spread that this is what's happened. And a lot of these things that the numbers probably have went up and or down over the years. I know I've seen a 22 challenge, I've seen a 25 challenge, I've seen a 23 challenge. I've seen these different, and it's all the different numbers, right? That basically depending on the data that they're getting, that number is going to go up and or down. And obviously we want it to go down, and that's the whole point of spreading that knowledge, because the news outlets don't always give you the news that you want to see. They're more worried about politicians that have been doing stuff for their entire life, career politicians. And yeah, I know you're on my team. Oh, trust me, it pained me too. And if you couldn't tell, I had to get drunk before I did it. Yeah, even though I did take a shower, and whenever I shower, obviously my eyes get really bloodshot. That's why more of my eyes were bloodshot because of the shower, not necessarily from drinking. But yes, I definitely had a few shots before chopping it off. And yeah, like I said, it's definitely gonna be longer than 6 months, and more than likely, once this beard comes in, it's not going anywhere. So, unless you guys can convince the wife to do anything that would involve, and I can tell you right now that even if I was to trim the beard to a shorter beard, I'll never go bare skin ever again. I will throw that out there. Never go bare skin ever again. But if for whatever reason I had to trim to a smaller beard, that one has to be approved by the missus. And I can tell you right now, she is a very tough cookie, and that is a impossible sell. So hopefully you have the best salesman's shoes in the world to make it happen. And I'm fine with that. And yeah. Well, I did tell her that I was going to be saving the hair to send off for this project. So I didn't think that she was going to do the ponytail thing, but she said it is the easiest way to do it, to keep it all together. I was like, okay. And that's what she did. So she put the four ponytails. It was like, I was like, crazy. But no, it was all right. We cried, not literally, but I wanted to. And yeah, I know that hair is just hair; it does grow back. But for me personally, it's more of my personality. It kind of makes me who I am, and I just completely feel like a wrong or completely different person without it. And speaking of the devil, hey baby, we're talking about my beard.
Oh God.
And what I just said, that that Jeff was talking about growing our beards for longer than 6 months.
Yeah, like forever. Like don't ever cut it again.
So, and that's exactly what I said. So they would have to have the greatest salesman shoes in the world to.
Or pay me for pain and suffering.
Which I said that we would never be back to bearskin ever again. But if it was ever to be trimmed, that you're the one that has to approve that.
Up to here. That's as far as I go in trimming.
Yeah, that's the shortest it could be. Okay.
Just don't let it pass. Like you're like don't make it shorter than your neck right here. I'm fine.
And but there you go. You guys heard it from the mouth of Gladys.
Uh-huh.
You know, all you get is the arm.
I want to. I
want to. She's still in her
pajamas.
I've
been in my PJs all day.
In her PJs all day.
Papers. Hey, paper. I'm almost done.
And yeah. So yep, she's still doing schoolwork, but she wanted to drop in and say hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
And to let you guys know that I'm never allowed to shave ever again.
Ever. If it's for a bulldog, I might think about it.
Oh, okay. So, wow. You gotta
send me money.
You gotta send me up the river for a French bulldog.
No, not a French bulldog. I mean.
Well, that's your dream dog.
Yeah, but
if I gotta shave, it'd have to be for a French bulldog.
Oh, I guess.
Not for an English bulldog.
Hey, but it's my say so, right? I'm saving money for it, so I mean.
So yes, we actually are in the market for another doggies. So we would really love to do a French bulldog, but those of you that don't know, those dogs are very, very expensive, and
Yeah.
because they cannot have birth naturally, so they're always the
Yeah, they have complications.
complications and in vitro or whatever that they have to do. Yeah.
They're tiny.
So that's why it's so expensive. But yeah, we're in the market. We're getting another puppies.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Definitely.
Hopefully by Christmas.
An English bulldog, maybe because it looks like you.
Yeah.
So probably more.
We're looking at getting the English because it has the rolls and a round face like me.
The rolls.
Well, they can't see those rolls.
Yeah. Yes, they can't.
But yeah. So who is in there? Who is in there?
Mm-hmm.
Hey. A Boston Terrier. No, so we've already done the little doggies.
We're not doing
and
no.
This can't happen.
It's a French bulldog or an English bulldog or a bull mastiff.
Yeah. So it's going to this small or this small or this big. Right, but yeah, we will not go anything smaller than a French bulldog. No, none of these little skinny yappities.
And we're familiar with Frenchies because we've had one before.
Yeah, we've had the French bulldogs before. You can get an English bulldog with a French accent. A finch. A finch. A finch. And but yeah. So yeah, so there we go. I'm actually past the hour, but I do want to go ahead and just recap really quick. To talk about go check out the Beard Up Challenge Beard Up Challenge 2020 if you don't know anything about it. I know Billy's been throwing in the links to both teams for those channels to where you can go check them out, along with the products to be able to go buy the t-shirts to help the causes. And once we have reached 1,000 subscribers on both channels and we get monetized, that 12% of this channel will be going to a charity of Gladys's choice. Mm-hmm. And then once the Naughty Customs gets to being monetized, 20% of those income of both these channels will be going to charities. Okay, that's one of the things that we've talked about for quite a while. Yes. And we definitely, because like we said, we don't need YouTube to live off of. It's something we're never really doing to get money to live off of. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely something we're going to be doing once we get to that goal. And do you have anything else you want to say, baby, before I sign off?
No.
All right.
Just I wish your beard would grow faster.
I know. I wish my beard would grow faster too. But definitely thank you guys for dropping in, guys and gals. And we'll see you on the next one. All right. Bye-bye now.